scratch. Looking for the gang, I'ma be where I'm at. I'm just making ends, that's that. Jetto on my side, like catchphrase, switch lanes. I'ma need a bag on side before we hit stage. Make it goofy in the starty, we gon' engage. Walk up in the kick it like a sensei. Walk up in the to clean up froze. They don't you where I'm from. Like the beat I keep with. You ain't got dough, little boy. So dumb, used to be broke, I ain't had no funds. Now I spend it just for fun. Eat at Harold's just for lunch. Walk up in the with the VVS. Can't get my gun cause I don't do the text. Don't give a about how you flex. Full of it all over my neck. Don't care who next. See me in Kenfo, you see 3 vests. I'm at the show, but I have my check. If you disrespect us.
These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. 2 veteran teams here. That means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most career points in NBA history?
I think not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Davis down low. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy 3 or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year. I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Matthews. Finished off the break.
Good defensive instincts, and that wingspan that belies his size allows Bledsoe to come up with these steals.
Davis with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Five on the clock. Floats one up. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. Down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score.
Well, Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. He took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. It was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Lakers trail. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. Stolen by Middleton. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Middleton. Inside. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
A different look for Milwaukee. There's 1:54 left in the first. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Count it, good.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Hill drives in. Here's DiVincenzo. Rebounded by McGee.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Williams. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Outside, Davis launches a three. It's not going to go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Williams. And stolen by James. Davis with it. Williams picks him up. James with it. He's got 6. Howard in the post. Back to Kuzma. Davis in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And it's Connaughton missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
To the left side wing. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Lakers in the lead. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player." Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win. Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now, here's Howard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Korver in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good, Howard. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Pass to Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Offline with his 3.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Loads it up for Davis.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Lopez outside. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. Lakers leading by 5. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
The 3 from Hill. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Here's Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
He is actually 2 hands full inside, and Lopez more than happy to take the trip to the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
.40 seconds left here in the second. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Dudley. Lakers working the ball around now. Now Morris. Back to Caldwell Pope. That shot missing. Good D by Lopez.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Ilyasova can't hit. Timeout called the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. Over Middleton.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stolen by Bledsoe. For the finish. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Capable of owning possessions all by himself, Bledsoe is a game changer at both ends of the floor.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Matthews with the steal.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter, absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Pass to Dudley. Raiders surveying the D. Here is Cook. 6 on the shot clock. That misses off the backboard. Bledsoe outside. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Will it go? Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Lakers with it. Poked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here is Cook. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Morris.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Waiters with the ball. Williams picks him up. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. Utley's got his first basket.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And he makes that one.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
1:19 left here in the third quarter. Here's Ilyasova. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 9 points. To the paint. And he makes good on the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Hill. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Morris. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope outside.
You know, with the length he has, it is very hard to get a clean look at the rim over Lopez. He's an excellent rim protector.
DiVincenzo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Morris outside. Pass to Waiters. Back to Morris. Lays it up off the glass. Morris has got 4 points this quarter. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-6 run. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Assisted by
DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
And so and as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bucks leading by 11. Pass to Lopez. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Howard trying to free himself out. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's James. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's Matthews. That one's not going to go. Davis with some nice D. Releases from 15. That shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Hill. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Hill maintaining his balance there. That's a tough and one finish by the fundamentally sound guard.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Milwaukee.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And it's James missing. Down low. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
And it's good for two.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
That's his first personal foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. Not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Here is Bledsoe. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. And Matthews gets it to go.
And Matthews crosses up the defense with his catch-and-shoot J. You can't afford to lay off of him.
Right side Davis. Shoots over Matthews. Again, the Lakers.
Putting his height to great use there, filling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
To the middle. Here's Giannis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Wesley Matthews.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. When everything started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Good on the three-point shot.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Davis with the bucket.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Can he keep it going? Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's Bledsoe. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Bucks substitution.
So it's the Bucks now. And he commits the intentional foul.
Los Angeles foul call.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 7. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
"17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good!
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Bledsoe outside. Can't connect. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well,